Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Fans of The Young and the Restless needed shock absorbers as they watched the November 14 episode of the soap. Recapped here. Not only did its final moments reveal that Claire's crazy Aunt Jordan was responsible for Phyllis and Sharon's car crash, but we discovered that the Mad Woman had caused the wreck at the behest of Dun-Dun-Du-Enin. Ian Ward. Colleen Zink made her debut as the late Eve Howard's equally unhinged sister in 2023, at which point we found out that she'd raised Victoria and Cole's late daughter Claire in order to weaponize her against her family decades later. Read Jordan's whole cuckoo story here. Zink is, of course, beyond well-known, revered for her portrayal of pot stirrer Barbara Ryan on As the World Turns for more than 30 years. Ray Wise first appeared on The Young and the Restless a decade ago as the cult leader who claimed to have fathered Nikki's son, Dylan, who turned out to be a byproduct of her hookups with Paul. Ian also turned out to be the diabolical individual who bought Cassie's twin sister Mariah as a newborn and later drugged and married her. Wise's resume runs the gamut, from Dallas to Fargo. But now, and forever, he will probably always be best known as Laura Palmer's father Leland on Twin Peaks. Check out then and now photos of the cast here. Once the shock of Jordan and Ian's team-up wears off, questions will need to be answered. Questions like what are they up to? Why are they targeting Sharon and Phyllis? Are they really behind the murder of Heather Williams? And how did they both escape custody? Are they giving out AARP discounts on get-out-of-jail-free cards? In the fast-paced, ever-evolving world of The Young and the Restless, few things capture the audience's attention like the return of a beloved or long-buried character. And now, in a move that has soap opera fans buzzing, Ray Wise is making his highly anticipated return to Genoa City as Ian Ward, the devious villain who first wreaked havoc on the lives of the Abbott, Newman, and Baldwin families several years ago. Wise, known for his impeccable ability to portray menacing and multifaceted characters, was originally introduced to Y&R fans in 2013 as Ian Ward, a former love interest of Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, who quickly evolved into a major antagonist. His return to the show promises to elevate the drama to new heights, adding a layer of intrigue, manipulation, and psychological warfare to the already complex dynamics of Genoa City. When Ian Ward first appeared on The Young and the Restless, it was clear that he was no ordinary soap opera villain. Unlike many soap antagonists who thrive on broad, exaggerated scheming, Ian was a more subtle, calculated character with a deep connection to some of the most entrenched families in Genoa City. His return, after years of being thought dead or gone, signals a bold new direction for the show, one that allows for the unraveling of past secrets and the resurfacing of unresolved storylines. For the viewers who followed the dramatic narrative of Ian's previous run on the show, his re-entry is more than just the return of a villain. It is a chance for writers to dig into the legacy of his previous interactions with the Newmans, Abbotts, and others. It also opens up the potential for new, thrilling plot twists that play on the history between Ian and some of the central characters. Ray Wise, an actor with a career that spans decades, is perhaps best known to audiences for his portrayal of dark and charismatic figures. From his role as Leland Palmer in David Lynch's Twin Peaks to his turns in films like RoboCop, The Lazarus Effect, and Mad Men, Wise has consistently showcased his ability to evoke both sympathy and terror in equal measure. This duality is what makes him such an ideal choice to bring Ian Ward back to life. Ian is not a one-dimensional villain. He's a man with a complicated past, complex motivations, and a tendency to manipulate people into doing his bidding through charm, psychological tactics, and cunning. Wise's deep understanding of the human psyche and his ability to bring out a character's darker shades make him a perfect fit for this role. In his first run on Y&R, Ian was portrayed as a man who had a disturbing influence over Nikki Newman. He had been part of her troubled past, and their history was filled with layers of both attraction and manipulation. Ian's actions, whether it was causing chaos in Nikki's marriage to Victor Newman, or taking control of her life in other ways, were calculated and deliberate. His return means that these unresolved issues between Ian and the Newmans will once again come to the forefront, and the stakes for everyone in Genoa City have just been raised. Ian Ward's return is more than just an opportunity to revisit past storylines. It's an invitation for new conflicts to emerge. With the characters of Y and R constantly evolving, the dynamics of the show had shifted considerably since Ian's last appearance. The families in Geno City are not the same as they were in the early 2010s, and neither are the characters who once feared or fought against Ian. Nikki and Victor Newman. One of the most immediate areas of tension is likely to be between Ian and his former lover, Nikki. While Nikki has had her share of trials since Ian left town, her complicated relationship with Victor has only deepened over the years. Ian's reappearance could reignite old feelings and unresolved trauma between him and Nikki, threatening her fragile peace with Victor. The power struggle between Ian and Victor, already established during their previous clashes, could come to a head once again. How will Victor, who is notorious for keeping control over any threat to his family, react to Ian's return? Will the Newmans have to revisit their own past mistakes to protect their future? The Abbott family. The Abbott family, another central pillar of the soap, is no stranger to dark secrets, and Ian's return might bring buried skeletons back to light. Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, and his family have always been concerned with protecting their legacy and their reputation. But Ian could threaten both with his knowledge of their past dealings, their flaws, and their vulnerabilities. The emotional stakes are even higher now, as Jack's complex relationship with his family has matured, and younger Abbott members, like Kyle, Michael Mealer, and Summer, Allison Lanier, will likely be drawn into the drama. Ian's return is also likely to set up a renewed rivalry with the Baldwin family, particularly Michael Baldwin, Christian Leblings, the sharp and cunning lawyer who once tried to put Ian behind bars. Michael's resourcefulness and determination to protect his loved ones make him a formidable adversary, but Ian's ability to stay one step ahead could push Michael to his limits. The legal and psychological warfare between these two characters is one that soap opera fans can count on to generate some of the most intense drama in Geno City. What sets Ian Ward apart from the typical soap opera villain is his complexity. He's not simply the bad guy in black. He's a man who operates in shades of gray, someone with an ability to empathize and manipulate at the same time. His relationship with Nikki, in particular, is a prime example of this. He is not an unfeeling monster. He has shown a capacity for love and affection, albeit in a twisted, possessive way. This makes him more dangerous and unpredictable, and it also ensures that his presence in Geno City will continue to stir up a mix of fear, sympathy, and admiration from viewers. Ray Wise's portrayal of Ian gives the character a depth that sets him apart from the more typical villainous roles in daytime television. He makes Ian someone we can't simply dismiss or categorize, and in doing so, he gives viewers a character they love to hate, but also, at times, hate to love. The return of Ian Ward is not just a rehash of old storylines or a temporary gimmick. It represents a bold creative decision by the writers and producers of The Young and The Restless to shake things up, re-engage longtime viewers, and reinvigorate the drama of Geno City. With Ray Wise's unique talents at the helm, Ian's return is sure to be a defining moment in the show's history. For fans, it's a thrilling development, one that promises new twists, deeper emotional conflicts, and a fresh chapter in the ever-unfolding saga of The Young and the Restless. Whether Ian's return will mean redemption, revenge, or total chaos remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, Geno City will never be the same again.